What's up, everyone? This is the Fraser Levate podcast with Uncle Blaiso. We don't mention Minnesota Blaiso.
That already, eh?
It just popped in my head once I said Blaiso for the first time. It came out of my mouth. We got the group chats. But today, the NFL is back. Thank goodness. Starting this week, starting tomorrow. It's Wednesday. We are going over our NFL playoff picks, Super Bowl picks, college recap of the last weekend and some projections, a new segment, Uncle Blaiso's top 5 for college, QBs, teams, that sort of thing. So kind of dive in. He's our resident college football expert and NFL expert, really. So
Expert. We'll use expert loosely. But
yeah, and also I have my power rankings up for faneverland.com for the NFL. So we'll go over that stuff. But yeah, we'll get into some quick news, then go into college, and then end with the NFL. We'll also pick some game lines this week. I need to get into...
fired up that college is back, man. It's like, last weekend was the best. And I loved how they spread it out, too.
It was, absolutely.
It was glorious.
I mean, we can... Well, I'll pause. You know, we're talking college football, then I can get into the news after. I think... NIL, well, I used to hate it, and most people still do hate it. It has its negatives, which everything does. I think it saved college football for 3 reasons. Texas Tech is relevant again. This is very...
Saved it for Fraser. Yeah. I knew that was coming.
But also, number 2 is parity, which Texas Tech is relevant again. You know, like, we're not going to win the national championship, but at least 15 other schools like mine that I feel like I have a chance where... Me and you have talked about this for the last 10 years. I haven't given a shit about college football because it's just like the same 3 or 4 teams. And now finally, ASU has some hope. Utah has some hope. Texas Tech has some hope. Penn State, you know, all these fringe teams. I guess Penn State isn't necessarily a fringe team, but they are. Fuck it, they are a fringe team.
Yeah, they never won anything. They never won, so.
Exactly. So I'm happy. It seems NIL, well, you know, like I said, it has its shitty side, but it's made football fun again for a casual fan like myself.
Yeah, I think, and you know what? It's not as it made things more relevant. I think it's taken away from the dominance, like for how many years, like it was the top, 3 teams in the country were the SEC. It seemed like, and now these kids can go anywhere and make some money, man. They're gonna just go and play. Like being a Notre Dame fan, I watched our line get just worked the other night, like Sunday night, and but they got 3 other guys that are starting in the Big Ten that were linemen last year that just got money to leave. So they weren't projected to be starters, and they left. And I was like, God, they used to have so much depth and so much, so many extra guys. It seems, and now that's just gone. Like the guys that used to stay at Alabama, the D tackle that was going to go to the NFL, he would just stay at Alabama and not play until like his last year. Well, that guy now is going to make a couple $100,000 to go play at Mississippi State or right, Baylor or wherever it is, Texas Tech, and so it's spreading the talent out, and I think it's fantastic for college football. They do need to get a handle on some things, man. Like the amount of kids that are changing every year. Like it can't just be free agency every year. So that's, I mean, I guess we're kind of being hypocritical in saying it. We love it so much, but also. Yeah, they need to rein it in, but like you got to make these kids make a commitment at some point and stick around somewhere. You can't every year. It's like, okay, we've got another 3,000 people in the portal. Well, wasn't he just in the portal last year? Why is he back? And I don't like that part. But
how you can go to the portal in December before bowl games? That kind of sucks.
Yeah, it's goofy.
Yeah.
So downfalls, but like the stuff that we saw the first week, and kudos to teams now too with the expanded playoffs. They're not going to be scared to play a tough game out of conference, and you still, some of them are going to just go and play their ham and eggers and stuff like that. But like kudos to LSU and Clemson, and to Texas and OSU, and to Miami and to Notre Dame, and to those kind of teams that are going out and playing someone first week of the season. And now they have the confidence that loss isn't going to kill them, right? Texas isn't out of it. Notre Dame's not out of it. Clemson's not out of it, right? They, before you used to always be worried, if I get a loss, I'm done. And so they don't play anyone. So I think that mindset's changed now too. And you're going to see a lot more, maybe not multiple, but they're all going to go and play one. the good teams are going to go and play one out of conference. So
Yeah.
it's kind of nice. I love it.
Yeah, it's been great. It's crazy too, like the playoffs. I mean, you could tell me just to use the SEC. You could tell me 6 SEC teams could win the national championship and be in the playoff. Like you never know. You get in there, and who knows what could happen.
Who knows?
So
Notre Dame made the final last year, man. Like they were a good team, and don't get me wrong, I was happy and they had a great season, but I didn't think they were making it to the championship game. I've been a fan my whole life, so who knows what's going to happen? Who knows what's going to happen this year? South Carolina, like that Sellers kid playing quarterback, he's a problem. Like, he is legit, and they got some pass rushers. I mean, why can't that team get in and scare somebody? So, teams that we've just never seen before are gonna be relevant. Texas Tech, love to see that. Maybe not this year, but certainly in the next couple, because they're loading up.
Yeah, I said to that, we're the 2027 draft class. We're number 6 right now, and we're about to maybe sign another person, like a top 5 prospect. It's insane.
Yeah, it's nuts.
So yeah, it's crazy. Like the poor Pac-12, I don't even know what's going on over there. That's another kind of downfall.
Well, it's like but I don't think that wasn't NIL. I think that was just the size of the conferences in general. They kind of screwed themselves, man. Like they didn't want to take the right deal, and teams laughed. What are you going to do? You can't lose, Oregon and USC, and just be like, oh, no big deal. Like, we'll bounce back. And well, no, like, you're just losing your breadwinners. And but hey, they're back. We joke. We got a good buddy here who's a Washington State fan. So we just keep asking him, like, how's the Pac-2 doing? Because like Washington State and Oregon State stuck around. And they actually have, I guess, the rights to the conference. And they won some sort of, I don't understand it. I know that there was some sort of deal where they get to basically keep the Pac-10 alive. So we keep asking, like, hey, how's the Pac-2? And they've gone and added like Texas State and I think Gonzaga and a bunch of, decent schools, I think, but not what they had. So they'll be back. They'll be back. There'll be a group of 5 team, but conference, but
and I'm sure at some point it's going to turn into just 2 super conferences, like an SEC and a Big 10 or a Big 12, and that's it kind of thing.
Yeah, I hope not. 4. We got to keep 4, right? Like, having teams like Texas Tech, Oklahoma State in that conference that are willing to spend, and Clemson. If we can get Miami and Florida State back, which from week 1 looks like we have it, suddenly the ACC is a pretty legit conference again.
Yeah,
so that would help. But Florida State's always trying to get out. So who knows?
Yeah, and I mean SMU. I know they're a rich as hell school. So I mean, that's a team that can just dump money in as well from all their donors that they have.
Yeah.
Let's think about the Texas game. We'll go back over the weekend, some of our favorite games. I wish there was a Peyton Manning camera, because like we think and we love how he loses it on just like NFL players and coaches he doesn't give a shit about. I couldn't imagine his like prize little nephew a game and like whatever's being called and the protections or whatever's going on. He must have been fucking losing his mind.
He must have been going bananas. Like he would have just been beside himself. They say that Arch gets like 5-minute long voicemails from Peyton. Like if he calls him and has something to say and Arch doesn't answer, Peyton just says it. Like he's got to get it off his chest. So I can only imagine what he was burned through on the phone lines after that game. But I don't know. I think it's classic internet, right? And it's been hilarious. Like some of the stuff that you see on there, right? It's been pretty funny. But everybody that is selling their Arch Manning stock, I'll buy it. I will gladly take it on. There was some things that you saw there that I thought were pretty good, and I'm certainly not going to give up on the kid after first start, defending national champs. They raised the banner. The whole team from last year was there. They've got NFL players all over that defense again, including Downs, who's like clearly the best defensive player in the country, who's everywhere. I'm not. Yeah.
And isn't their defensive coordinator is it Matt Patricia, right? Like a long time NFL.
I mean, I guess he sucks. You know how I feel about Matt Patricia. He can even slow down Nick Foles in the Super Bowl, so he gets no love from me. But still, he's going to bring something more complex than they're going to see anytime the rest of the year, right? And with NFL players on a college field, so That's gonna be tough. And you know what? You nailed it too during the game. You texted me a couple times, like, "What's Sark doing?" Like their
Yeah,
play calling was garbage. Like, take the training
terrible.
wheels off and let the guy, you know what? But hey, it was a close game all the way to the end, and both
Mm.
teams were playing pretty conservative. So, I guess if that's your game plan, you decide to stick with it. But I think you're going to see Arch now. They got a bunch of cupcakes that are out here. He'll be 303 dutters, and they're going to light some people up. And then by the time he has another big game, I think you're going to see a completely different player.
Yeah, I forget because I was kind of I like to say that Arch Manning was overrated, not highly overrated, but just like I
Yeah.
didn't love he's the next Andrew Luck, he's the next Peyton. But kind of like you're saying now, I'm almost all this hate on him was kind of flipped me to be like, all right, now I'll buy this slow Arch stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? He was overrated. Like they've been talking about this kid since he was in the ninth grade.
Yeah,
And we probably don't need every second commercial to be, him selling glasses or whatever. I was like, what are we doing? Why is
yeah.
like, so it's almost like they put too much on him. Let the kid just go and play football, man. Like
Mm-hmm.
there's way too much pressure on him now, and just let him go play. So hopefully they do that there. They, like you said, against the softer part of the schedule, they just let him just go, just like release him. Hey, fly at her, man. Send it, run as much as you want, throw it. Let's go here, and just let him get his confidence up.
Yeah, and on my college football article I wrote, I nailed the art side, but I rough start on some other stuff. So I said fade Texas out the gates, but then
Yeah.
because it's college football, any team's gonna lose one. So I don't know what they are now. Maybe they're plus 750 or 850 or 950, whatever, to win the title. So now it's time to bet on them, or maybe let them lose another game.
They're going to be just fine.
The highest odds. Also, Manning was like double the best odds as a Heisman winner. I'm like, no, like go after the Cade Klubnik at 950 or Nussmeier. He was like 950 as well.
Yeah.
So my idea was right, but I was like, oh yeah, Alabama and Clemson will be in the national title because you have to pick someone, right?
Yeah.
They both fucking lose out of the gates.
I think Clemson's going to be fine. The same thing. Klubnik's good. He didn't have it much for time at all. Mm-hmm. LSU kind of dominated that second half, but Clemson's going to be fine. They got some dudes on offense. They're on defense too now. Like LSU pulled away, but this because this got worn down. Like if you look at the first half, that Clemson defense was locking stuff down.
Yeah,
and same with Texas. Their defense was pretty impressive. That Muhammad kid, like he did a nice job on Smith. Everyone's talking that the Smith, he should be playing in the NFL already, all this stuff. And yeah, he's an absolute freak. I saw a bunch of plays that Muhammad kid was like in his pocket, and they got a nice squad, man. The Texas will be just fine.
Yeah, absolutely. On the quarterback front, who else? I know we were talking about it. I guess he didn't play well, and you're more of a QB guru than me. But Ty Simpson, I just looked at him and I felt like I was watching an NFL QB. He just seemed so, and maybe he had tons of time, so it's easy to look great when you have tons of time. But he was stepping into throws, and I don't know. He just looked the part. That's for sure.
He looks the part to me too. Like I thought you just did the exact term I was going to. When he decided to really rip it, he can sling it. Like he made some really, really nice throws. But same thing, that Alabama line is getting abused. Like I don't know if their left tackle is a prospect or if he's not. I saw a clip of him warming up with a phone in his hand. So like I don't know what's going on there, but he got absolutely abused. There was a couple dudes on that Florida State D line that were menaces, like absolute problems. And Simpson was running around and he was still making the odd play. I thought I'm with you. I actually liked him. I thought he looked pretty solid. But yeah, no, there's some nice stuff out there. Nussmeier, he would be the top dog for me right now. Like he's like and I like him going back to last year too, but he looks like he's got it all. John Mateer.
Yeah.
John Mateer. He granted, they've played cupcakes, but he was really good at Washington State. And now going down to Oklahoma, that guy can play. I don't think he's like the prototype as far as size goes. I'm not exactly sure on his measurables, but he can play. He's watching a bit of their stuff. He looked good. He looked really good.
Yeah, and same thing with Ty Simpson. I thought the same thing with the Ohio State quarterback. What's his name?
Yeah. Sayin.
Yeah.
Sayin.
He he first of all he looks 14. I thought I had a baby
Mhm.
face. He's taken the baby face. By,
I mean, but you're 40. Like,
yeah, this is true. This is true. But he looks like he's 13 years old. But
yeah.
same thing as kind of Ty Simpson. I like how he just stepped into throws and looked.
Hmm.
He's super
Yeah.
young but poised, and
Yeah.
yeah, I think he
Yeah.
was a top 2, if not top 1, prospect in the nation for his class.
Simpson was?
Simpson was number 2
Oh,
behind Cade Klubnik for the dual threat QB.
okay.
And I think he was 4th overall. But no, the Sayan was number 1, number 2.
Okay. Yeah, you can
so
see the tools there
both
too, man.
those-
I think there's gonna be some nice quarterback play this year. And man, Sellers, that
Mhm.
Sellers he's a problem. Like he's got it almost like he's got a little bit more refined Cam Newton to him. Like he's a big, strong kid. I think he throws better than Cam did when he was in college. And
And
he's,
I hope I'm not butchering this, but I think it was Sellers who's already graduated. Like he already has a degree, and he's like going on
Really?
a second degree, I think. And he might be like
Jesus.
I think he's just a genius. If this is, I don't want to.
I watched
I'll try it.
one. I've watched like 2 episodes of the SEC show, and he seems like a pretty grounded kid. He seems really smart.
Yeah,
So it wouldn't surprise me.
absolutely.
Yeah, I like him. I think he's going to be a scrappy player.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Any other QBs jump out at you in your top 5? So we've got obviously Nussmeier, maybe an Arch, Lenoris.
Nussmeier, Sellers, Simpson would be there. Mateer.
Mm-hmm. I guess,
You know what? Like Klubnik, I think is going to be fine too. Klubnik's good. Klubnik's good. He was just under siege, and there was a lot. There was a lot of guys that were just, you know what? You're getting bullied, and another going back to the NIL thing. All these teams, it's like, oh, they got a whole new secondary, and they're all from different schools, like LSU. Okay, they got a guy from wherever it was, Wake Forest, and another guy from this school, that are all like the dudes at their school. Now they've brought them all in. And you've never seen them for the first time. You have no tape on all these guys playing together. You have nothing. And so, defense really dominated a lot of the time. And it made it hard on these quarterbacks. So I think you're going to see them turned around. Klubnik's good. Klubnik, I think, is really good. He's tough as nails. Yeah, I think he'll be just fine.
Yeah, it's kind of like we talk about how the NFL is the most exciting it's been with all the miscellaneous quarterbacks. Even if they're not good, you're still excited to watch a Cam Ward or whoever it is. Same thing in college. It's like there's 10, 15 quarterbacks that their names, and they're either first or second year exciting, or they're Nussmeier and Klubnik at the end, but they're going to turn it on.
Yeah, and I mean, I didn't see any Penn State, but like I like Drew Aller. You know that, like he's a bit of a wild stallion, and I think sometimes when he throws the ball, you're just like, did you need to readjust the sights on that one? What happened there? But like there's a lot of stuff that he does, I think is exceptional. And the kid from Arizona State, I can't remember his name. I didn't see any of their game this year, but like he was impressive to me in the playoffs last year. So I'm looking forward to seeing some of that.
Yeah, Arizona State has a top QB there, and then they also have, I think, top 2 wide receiver this year as well in the nation.
Oh, good.
Maybe top 3 behind Ryan Williams in what's the name in Ohio State.
Yeah, Ryan Williams. Yeah, that guy, he kind of has vanished a little bit, hey?
Yeah. Yeah, you wonder.
There's something weird going on there at Alabama. I've seen a bunch of videos that just like, who was it, Orlovsky or Danny Canal? One of those guys on Twitter, like I counted 22 loafs, and they showed a video of one of them. It basically just plays where guys are just like absolutely loafing on the field, like just like mid-play, and they're just doing SFA, like doing nothing. And he said there's 22 of those that they found already. I'm like, oh God, like that's a sign of coaching. That's a problem.
Yeah, and I sent you
coaching culture.
I sent you this in the group chat. Is DeBoer out if Alabama doesn't make the playoff?
Oh, like probably. Probably. I mean, if they finish, I guess like 9-3 and don't make the playoffs, that's the other thing. But they got some big games coming up. They're gonna need to start winning. That getting drummed like that is not acceptable, and it's more so how, right? Like they got bullied, they got pushed around, and they got punked a little bit. As much as we said we were excited for Simpson, like he was fighting shorthanded all game, it seemed.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think you're onto something. I think he needs to turn things around in a real hurry. Things are going to be pretty damn loud down there.
Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine that the donors in Alabama football are the most patient of human beings.
No, I think they're borderline crazy. Like
Yeah.
they're pretty. And how can they not be? Like look what they've had for the last 20 years. Like
Yeah.
they don't understand what it's like to be like 9-5 or 4 or whatever. Then whatever it works out to be. They don't understand that. They can't comprehend it. So
Yeah, and especially when like I looked at I thought maybe their recruiting had fallen off or something like that, but no,
yeah,
they were
no,
one this year, two last year, one the year before, two the year before that, one like they've been top two for the last 5 years, so it's
yeah.
they have the people, which is
Yeah, they have
insane.
the people. They just and then there was a big deal too that that he got his OC back that he had with him at Washington, that Grubb, and
Hmm.
things were here we go. But I don't know. Again, I think they got ambushed a little bit.
Mm.
Penn State, they had a couple transfer guys up front,
Or
and
Florida State, yeah.
yeah, Florida State. Sorry, and when you have no tape on any of these guys working together,
Mm.
so I think you'll see offenses pick. Maybe this week might be another one where some teams get beat down a little bit, but you're going to start to see offenses catch a stride.
Yeah, and you got to wonder with DeBoer, Alabama. I mean, Saban isn't going to lose to Vanderbilt like they did last year. He's not going to lose to FSU. Not everyone
Yeah,
can be Saban, but it just you said it's
yeah,
the coach has to get you
it's
up for these
different.
games. The coach has to.
Yes, yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, I think that kind of nails out the call. Who do you like? I mean, I guess the standard teams in college football for the top five. Nothing really
Yeah, you know what?
enormous.
I wish this is the biggest. My biggest wish is no more rankings before it starts. They could at
Yeah.
least see 1 week. Because if you were looking at it right now, I mean, you'd have to go Ohio State
Mm-hmm.
1, LSU would be
Mm-hmm.
2. You'd have to put Miami up there. They looked
Yeah.
impressive, man.
Mm-hmm.
And Oregon looked good against Cream Puffs, and other teams in there. I wouldn't drop Texas too far.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I just wish there was more of that. South Carolina, to me, I think lived up to their billing of being, I think they were 12th.
Yeah.
So I think you might find a spot for them somewhere close to the top 10. I wish they would just wait, give us like at least 1 week before we do your bloody rankings, because I mean it's a crapshoot. They're just
Mm-hmm.
they don't know any of these kids, and yeah. So that would be for me. It would be Ohio State, LSU would be number 1, number 2, going off what we saw.
Yeah, yeah. And yeah, like you said, like Penn State, we have no idea how truly, truly good they are until they actually play a half decent team.
Yeah, yeah. Which
Uh,
thankfully, now that the conference is so big, it's going to come. It's going to
yeah. A couple of weak things out of the college football. FSU, they got fined for the field storming. I thought that was
oh,
stupid. It's kind of
worse.
stuff. No one's ever gotten hurt. I think there's been one person hurt in
I
20
know.
years for field storming.
Yeah.
So,
It's people being scared of their own shadow again.
yeah. And especially
Great
what
mess.
they spend how much money on security and
Yeah,
police. So it's like the other team's players are fine. It's stupid.
yeah.
And then the other
Legally.
thing you hated was Portnoy ban. I hate Portnoy, but him
Oh
being
yeah.
banned was just ridiculous.
So did that turn out to be real, or did they kind of just
I thought it
like?
was, but maybe not.
Yeah, I've heard different stories. I think like because
Okay.
they're doing that bar stools alongside of Fox now for the pregame, and
Hmm.
I think they were basically like, okay, do we really need to have this guy at Ohio State? I know. It's,
Yeah.
but it's so soft. Like to me, wouldn't that be hilarious? Like, wouldn't you want him there and just have their fans just be all over him? Like
Yeah.
every time he's trying to talk, they should have just been burying him, right? And
Yeah.
just cause chaos for the show. Like, why not do something like that instead
And I'm
of
sure he
like,
would
no,
play
we
it up
want you here.
too. He would play it up. He'd be
Oh, for
like,
sure. Been a
yeah,
gold mine for him.
full WWE. It would be
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah. Now that's the one we missed too. Is that Underwood kid from Michigan?
Okay.
Wow,
I didn't see
he's
it.
got some. Yeah, I just saw like a little bit, some highlights and stuff like that. That kid's got some talent, man. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens when he starts playing a good team.
Yeah. Also, I wanted to say on the NIL side, I can never pronounce his name, but Nico from Tennessee, now he's at UCLA.
Oh yeah,
I'm kind of glad that, I mean, I guess I don't feel bad for him. Whatever my
no,
feelings about the guy. It's nice you have this poster child of a negative thing that, now teams can be like, look, you want to be this fucking guy or
yeah,
it can go sideways. Don't think
yeah.
that you
Him and his
have
dad.
this. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. Him and his dad. You're like, oh, you guys want to be difficult, hey? All right, boom. Next guy in. Tennessee brings out another guy into. It's all about the offense there. They put up
Mm-hmm.
40 or whatever they did, and they're going to be just fine. And he went and just got absolutely drummed. Like
Yeah.
he got beat like absolute rented mule by Utah. It was good.
Yeah, and you hope that they'll kind of use this as a poster child for what not to do,
Yeah.
so it kind of checks kids a little bit.
And also for don't just go to the spot for the money, right?
Mhm.
We know you're not going to create anything at UCLA, right? They're no good. They're not going to be good. They're going to just be always UCLA.
Yeah,
absolutely. Nice school, I'm sure. I'm sure there's some great
Yeah.
things about it. I've heard tremendous volleyball team, all that stuff.
Yeah,
But their football team is going to be mid all the time.
yeah. All right, well, let's change gears in the NFL.
Yes.
3 quick newses.
Newses,
eh?
Yeah,
newses.
All right. We're going to get on top of things today.
I'm so excited for my stat of the year for you, which we'll see if this goes out. Oh, I think it might go. Did you know, I think I'm 2 years older than Aaron Rodgers. That's fucking mind-blowing. I just discovered
that is actually weird.
Isn't it? I think he's like 10 years older than me, this old, grumpy cunt.
And you're older than him. Yeah. That is awesome. That is awesome. Well, it could be worse. I'm you know how I feel about Tom Brady. And greatest football player I've ever seen. Followed him forever. I'm 7 years older than him. So that's it's never good so when weird. Your idol is someone younger than you. Yeah. It's a little weird, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, SGA, and he's literally could be my child.
He's 19.
Yeah.
He's half your age.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, man, Aaron Rodgers. Yeah. And I hope that he shows every bit of that age starting this week.
I'm a little nervous that they might, I guess just with, they have a great coaching setup and staff and that kind of thing. So I think they might be okay. So I'm nervous of that.
They're going to be good. I think they'll be a good team. Right? Yeah. They've got a solid defense, and they're always going to have that. And Tomlin will never let them get boat raced in games. So all Rodgers has to do is, and he's at the point now where he doesn't ever put the ball in harm's way. He's happy to just being checked down Charlie and throwing his 4-yard passes. So I think it'd be fine.
Absolutely.
Sadly, I don't want them to be good either, but they're going to be.
You're good, right? We're staying in that division. I just seeing what's going on with the Browns. Are they the worst franchise in major sports of all time? Not even all time, and then also
all time.
And then the last 5 years, especially. I'm just what is going on with? I forget what just happened recently, but it was something dumb. And
well, they don't even have their second round draft pick is not even on the roster yet. Yeah, because he went and got himself into hot water. And it's a classic thing where they, it looks like they even took the wrong running back from the school. Did they get the card wrong? And the scouts were like, "Hey, we got to take this Ohio State running back," and then they draft them not that one. No, we need to take the other one. That would be the total Browns thing, but it is bad. I think you wouldn't follow it as much because you're not a big baseball guy, but I would put the Pittsburgh Pirates right up there with them.
Oh,
they're trash, and their owner's an absolute piece of shit who won't spend any money and just takes the revenue sharing and won't pay anything out and doesn't even try to win. So they're right there with it, but they're not as dysfunctional as the Browns. That's the thing. Mm-hmm. Browns are the biggest contract ever after giving away a ton of draft picks to Deshaun Watson. Everyone else is looking at him, but what the fuck are you guys doing?
And then to follow up with whatever this mess is at quarterback now, it's they didn't even recover.
Yeah.
They're just throwing darts.
All right. Flacco, here we go. Let's bring Flacco back. And it's going to be classic right now. I'm going to call it. He's going to look good for 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And it was oh, Flacco, he can still sling it. And it'd be okay. Then they'll get more tape on it. Oh, this is the same old Flacco. And then by week 4, he's going to look like he's 57 years old playing in the NFL.
And that's the thing. They signed Deontay Johnson. Maybe they cut him again already, but it's just you're already a dysfunctional franchise. Why are you hiring? Why are you even bringing this guy in the house?
Totally.
In the room?
Yeah, it's a mess.
Which staying on that Browns Steelers thing, those stats about how Tomlin, you never want a wide receiver that Tomlin's let go, which is
right.
Brown.
It's been a bunch. It's been an absolute list. It always happens.
Yeah.
People are jumping on him. So find out. It'd be interesting what happens in Dallas now. Jerry wants him. him.
Yeah, exactly. I'm glad you did that. Speaking of dysfunctional,
yes.
People have already heard the Michael Parsons, I'm sure, anecdotes or whatever, so we got to try and find something new. And I think we nailed it already. One of us, maybe both, wished on a untimely death of an owner of a club. I don't know who that was.
That'd be you. I mean, was
maybe not a death, but a death from running the franchise or having a chokehold on the franchise. And if they died in real life, that's not on us. But Jerry Biden, been calling us for a couple of years. I mean,
so good.
He's
good.
He just
He's lost his mind.
Yeah, like you can't have a guy who, I guess it boils down to it was a pissing match, right? Like that's what it was. Why they lost Micah for what they did. You can't do that in business. You can't lose the top 6 player in the league because you're angry and upset and grumpy. You know, or you feel embarrassed, or you want to have a cock measuring contest.
And then tell us it's because you want to stop the run. Like, come on, dude. And then like what? 4 days later, they go and sign their one corner that they have to a huge contract, and so of course someone found the stats where he's like 95th best running or cornerback against the run in the NFL. Like it's like absolutely terrible. But it's at some point, and you know what is trippy about that too? Talking about age is when they sat his son down beside him. Mm-hmm. Doesn't it seem like not that long ago when they like showed Jerry in the box with his son? His son looked like pretty young, kind of, your classic like well-dressed, rich Texan oil guy. Like he fucking looks like he's 75 years old.
He looks like what's his name from Landman, just like beat down.
Yeah, but huge, like but looks way overweight and But at some point, it's a clear sign that your guy shouldn't be running the team anymore. When I lost track. But it had to have been like 8 times when he called him Michael. Yeah, that's very. Like it happened over and over again, and his son had to keep correcting him. And I get it, like Michael, like, but it's like either you're losing your mind or you're being a complete disrespectful piece of shit. Yeah. Because you think his name should be Michael instead of Micah, and either way, you got to go. Like it's no good, but. It's people have been saying it for a while. It is so true now more than ever. As long as Jerry's in the news, he doesn't give a shit. Yeah. Right. The list came out, the Forbes list or whatever it was. They're worth $13 billion. They're by the way the most valued franchise in North America by far. Mm-hmm. And they haven't won a goddamn thing in 30 years. And he doesn't care. Yeah. He doesn't like he can talk about it. I don't think he cares as long as they're in the news and as long as they're on prime time all the time. And that value keeps rocking. He doesn't care. Like it's unbelievable. It's you just don't trade that guy.
Especially like the timing. Like I guess I was okay with maybe trading him because I'm not a fan of paying just giant salaries. Like sure, you can if you're the Eagles and you can take that giant contract and spread it to 2-3 guys of we trust the Eagles. We don't trust what he's doing. And also the timing, I mean, forcing him to play this year and then do the same trade at the end of the season. Like now, like Jerry, you're going to die soon. You need to win now. You can't just give away the top.
He doesn't care. He doesn't care about winning, man. I'm telling you. No. But I'd love to have the time to go through and go through the last 2 drafts and picks 28 to 32 or 29 to 32 because that's where the Packers are likely going to be picking now. Mm-hmm. Let's just say, right? Those 4 picks in every draft, all 4 picks in like for all the teams, and see if you can find 2 players that you would trade for Michael Parsons.
Yeah, no, it's insane, right? Especially at his age and
I don't know. I bet you we could go back to the last 5 drafts, and we might not between those last 4 picks find 4 guys or 2 guys that we would trade for Michael Parsons.
Yeah, no, and the timing is everything. Like poor city of Dallas, they're just must be losing their minds.
yeah, I'm sure we all feel real sorry for him. Yeah, but it's tough for their sports fans because the basketball guy's like the best guy too, isn't he? Like
Luka,
even better than Mike is.
Oh yeah,
like, this is ranking in the league.
2 times the worst of a trade just because it's such a superstar league. Like one defensive end doesn't have the power of a starting 5 at an NBA game.
Yeah, because what did he be? He's top 3 player in the league. Yeah, basketball guys.
Yeah. I wouldn't say it's trading like not Mahomes, but kind of like Joe Burrow or Lamar.
Yeah, I just can't do it.
But yeah, well, all right. So
froze. I'm back.
Okay. Oh, all right.
Yeah, no more Mike.
All right, well, let's get into
guys out of here.
Let's get into some picks. I got to pull up the NFL. Playoffs. I'm starting the NFC, the AFC.
Playoffs.
Pull my downward. Like who do you have? Who do you have making the playoff?
Yes. Yes. All right.
AFC or NFC?
Let's go NFC first.
Okay. So I think we both probably have the Eagles.
Go division by division. Yeah. Eagles.
That's simple. Eagles.
Yeah.
Lions now it's a tough one. I think Lions. I have Packers and Lions in the playoffs.
Yeah. Well, no, you got to pick one. Who's winning the division?
I'm gonna stick with Lions just because coaching. But I mean,
I'm on Packers now after
fair.
Micah.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I think it's a coin flip, right? I'm a Vikings. I'm not even a homer because no one doesn't believe in the Vikings more than me, but I think the Vikings can do it. To be honest.
Yeah, I mean, if McCarthy's good, there can be a problem.
Mm-hmm. The Bucks, obviously, I think we're both in on that.
Yeah, you know what? But I won't be surprised if the Falcons actually might. I think Penix is going to be pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't know if it'd be enough to win the division, but I think they're going to battle. I really wish they wouldn't have just lost their right tackle. That's a killer.
Yeah, I saw that.
He was like the key to their run game too, apparently. But now the Falcons are going to be okay.
Yeah, but I have them as they're my one team I couldn't predict. I feel like they could be top 13, or you could tell me they're outside the top 20.
Yeah, I can see it.
And also, we'll get to the Jets, but the Jets just lost their stud guard as well.
Yeah, Vera Tucker. Sounds like he's having surgery.
Mm-hmm.
Poor Jets. Actually, no, I'm joking. Fuck the Jets. I can give two shits about the Jets.
Yeah.
I love it when they suck, but I feel bad for that guy because he's a tremendous player, and it seems like he just gets hurt every year, but he's so good. So poor that guy. I feel bad for him, but fuck the Jets.
And then maybe the toughest division. Yeah, toughest division, NFC West. I'm going the Rams, but only a toe in because I'm really worried about this injury of Matt Stafford.
Yeah.
A back injury, 37, 38 years old.
Yeah, but hasn't he kind of been battling back injuries for a few years now?
I guess so, but
surely he's just the ultimate warrior, man. I think he's I think he's just going to battle. I really want to pick the Niners to bounce back, but they fucking weren't good last year, and they lost more guys, and now they paid the quarterback, and they have the receivers are either hurt or suspended. So I just don't think he can. So I think the Rams got to be the pick there by default.
For such a functional, what I think from the outside organization, the 49ers, I think we put them in the top 5 class of organizations, maybe arguable, but what's going on with their wide receivers? Why does everyone want out? I guess you have to let go of Debo, but
weird.
Last year, Ayuk was holding out. Now Jennings is holding out, but it's Jennings, know your role a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. He got suspended and remember last year, Pearsall just out of nowhere just gets shot at an intersection.
Ken, I'm glad you brought up Pearsall. I don't want Pearsall on my team from this. And they brought in Robinson too, which I forget how he got shot.
Yeah.
But it's just
be good.
Blaze, you're a handsome, ripped 21-year-old, 22-year-old dude living in San Francisco, California. Yeah. Women everywhere, men everywhere, if that's what he's into. But it's just
this is why you don't want him on the team.
No. Why are you caring about a wallet and putting yourself in a chance? It's just decision making, right? You're a pro athlete. Your decision making has to be on point.
Yeah.
Here's a decision. Guy wants your wallet or you get shot. I'm rich. I can get a new wallet and more money. Not be a fucking hero. Here you go. Here's my wallet.
Yes.
I'm living the dream, but let me risk it over.
My credit card 30 seconds from now. By the way, I would just like to point out that after that, you're going to look back on this video, and then after you mentioned the fact that maybe he likes tunes, and then you made some very questionable gestures with your hands, and you're going to look back and have a bit of a chuckle. But anyway, that's another story. But yeah, you're right. Here you go, dude. You could you don't know my PIN. Just take whatever money I have, and I'll just go online, or I'll just phone the bank and cancel my credit card. And then my $8 million are still going to be in my bank account.
I'm literally could be a superhero in one of the best towns in the United States.
I still don't think when you I don't want him on my team. But that might be a little bit harsh.
It's bad decision making. I just think we're going to see in the playoffs. He's going to have an option route, and Purdy's going to throw a pick because he ran the wrong fucking option, and they'll lose the playoffs. Yeah. And we'll rewind this take, and we'll know that.
Bad decision making. Or the other thing could be, he's like you said, he's a 21-year-old full of testosterone, and he's you're not going to bully me, man, which is probably what most of us would do. So
I'm not when guns involved. Especially
Maybe
with
when it comes to guns.
the
Yeah,
crackheads in San Francisco. That place is scary.
true enough. Poor Ricky Pearsall. I didn't really think he was going to get dragged that hard. He's a number one receiver.
Yeah.
Anyway, while we're on them, I'm going to tell you too. I'm not even picking the Niners to make the playoffs.
Ooh.
No.
They're
Can't see
another
it.
one. Yeah. They've
Everyone's
got
talking about this magic bounce back. I'm like, I don't know. They just keep losing guys all the time. So
Yeah, because they've got like 4 or 5 household names. One that gets injured every split second, and then it just drops off after that a little bit.
yeah. Trent Williams is in and out. Bosa's always in and out. They got a lot of dudes. McCaffrey's always in and out. But who's your 3 wildcard teams?
If I went by my power rankings, I have the Commanders I have in there.
Yeah.
3 NFC teams, so the Vikings.
Yeah.
And then I've got the Niners. I guess that's if I have to go by my power rankings, it'd be the Niners. But you could tell me.
Yeah.
And anyone could fly in there. Who do you got?
This is gonna maybe get you. Not the Commanders.
Ooh.
Yeah. I'm with
you. Sorry.
I think there's just too many things just went their way last year. Like their fourth down percentage was insane. What they were doing, they were pulling off close games. They hit a freaking Hail Mary to win a game. Like
two Hail Marys, kind of.
Maybe, yeah. Like
there's that one bomb to there's the one that flipped around everywhere, but then there's also the bomb to McLaurin to win the game as well.
Yeah, he hasn't been there, so you're risking him with the soft tissue early. I'm not ripping on Jaden Daniels. I think he's very good. I think he's a tremendous player. I don't know if he can duplicate what he did last year. It was incredible what they pulled off. And I just think that their defense still sucks. And the Philly, even though Philly was exposing everyone at the end of the year, they really slapped them around good and showed people how to deal with that defense. And I think the schedule's harder. And you know what I think? And I'm telling you too, I think they're in trouble week 1. I don't think the Giants are going to be anywhere near what they were last year. That their defensive line is going to be disgusting to deal with it. And when you go back to the Giants teams that were my nemesis, right, that taking on the Patriots in the Super Bowl, they just had 4 guys that were, an impossible task. They never had to blitz. You got all these guys in coverage right now, and you're getting pressure, and it makes life miserable for offenses and for quarterbacks. So, I got no commies. I'm with you. I think 3 teams from the NFC North, but I'm not going to rule out Chicago as maybe being one of them.
Yeah.
I think they're going to be much improved. So, but Minnesota's going to handle them at home. So I'll go Detroit, Minnesota. And then I had a really hard time picking between the Seahawks and actually the Falcons. And I think the Saints are going to be so shitty that that's 2 wins automatically for both the Bucks and the Falcons. Whereas I don't know that everyone else has that guaranteed, 2 dubs. Carolina's going to be scrappy, but if the Falcons can win those 2 as well, I think they could be my 3rd wild card. They got to take care of their division games, right? Which is not easy, but they got to do that.
Yeah, I'm not fading. I'm fading the commies, but just not as much as you. I'm more fading them in fantasy versus real life, just because I think they're going to take a step back, not be as great as you think they are.
No,
we got tons of hate. Your favorite, you're on TikTok all the time, but one of our Atlanta draft take went viral, and Falcons fans are all over us so I have to stand by it, and I can't take the Falcons because now I'm just my heels are dug in. But we both said, and we agreed, they don't have a plan. It was just whether it's the Kirk, and then they pay high for Penix, and then we liked that they took Gian Campbell, but then don't pay out the ass for what's the name from Tennessee that they got, which still is a fine player. But if you have a plan, you don't need to pay extra on top of this. You already drafted these. You already got
the pass rusher. So see if one falls to you.
Yeah, take Penix. Don't pay Kirk. All this kind of stuff is just. Yeah. So I like the team. I just don't think they have a plan. They're just they're reacting, not planning, I guess.
Yeah. So I think my logic is just that I think there's a couple easy wins in their division that maybe other NFC teams don't have. The NFC, as much as you look at the AFC and they got all the best quarterbacks and stuff like that, the NFC's deep. It's
so deep,
right? It's really deep, and I just don't think Like the North, they have no easy games in their division, right? The West, even those games are all going to be battles. Like Atlanta's a scrappy, or Arizona, they're going to be tough. Like they're going to Seattle, they're going to be tough. So there's no easy games in those divisions. Whereas I think the Falcons do have a couple. So that's the only reason I'm taking them. And I like Penix. I think Bijan is going to be nuts. And you know what? If either one of those pass rushers can actually make a difference, then their defense improves a little bit. I think there's just some easy wins for them. So. And you got to take someone different. We can't just always take the same guys.
No, I mean, totally fine with what you said. I think the Falcons, like I said, I think they could be a top 13 team, but you could tell me those would be outside the 20. But I think they're exciting. I'm excited to watch. Like we said, I'm excited to watch Penix. I'm excited to watch almost every quarterback in the league. So it's kind of good. And also, I mean, the Falcons handed to them.
Even Russ? You're excited to watch Russ?
If I have to hear moonball, I never want to hear the term moonball or scorigami ever again. I'm done with this.
I would get too.
Okay, he throws the ball high. Stop it. It's not you fucking.
No, let's get the kid in there. And I know you got to hate Jackson Dart because he's like everything you do. I know, but he's a good-looking white kid, big smile. Like, remember when you just out of nowhere just hated Drew Lock for no reason? I couldn't figure out why. I think that's got to be. There
was a reason. Remember Drew Lock said, "Oh, I only want to go to like a team who has a chance to win." Whereas like if a black quarterback said that, it would be absolutely, he doesn't care, he doesn't want to do this. It was just a spoiler rich cop, and I'm glad he got exposed for being trash, and he's out of the league now forever. And he had the hottest girlfriend of all time, which I didn't know before I hated on him. But when she's gone too, she left him as well.
She punted him, because he was the shits, but. No, I Jackson Dart. I watched him play in the preseason against the Patriots backups, but he looks good.
That's what everyone says.
And I liked him in college, right? I liked him in college. He was that offense is kind of quirky, and I don't think you really learn anything. You just basically they call the play from that. Like he's never been in a huddle, never done any of that. But the tools are there. Big, strong kid. He can move. I think we're going to see him sooner than later.
Yeah, that's what's coming out of their camp. It sounds like he could be starting by midseason. Yeah.
I got in fact I got them finishing second in that division.
Oh. Yeah. All right. I'm not against it, and
won't be enough for a wild card, but
no, I'm excited for the NFC because, like you said, I think top to bottom. You could tell me the Bears, the Cardinals made the playoffs, the Falcons, obviously. Yeah. The Seahawks.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think the only one is the East, where Philly is probably going to go 6-0 in division, certainly 5-1, and walk everybody. But AFC, who do you got?
AFC, obviously, I've got the Chiefs number one. Ravens win AFC North.
Okay, I'm with you on both those.
Bills AFC East. I'm sure you're with me. And then
barely.
And then the Texans.
Yeah, it does seem chalk, hey?
Mm-hmm.
Does seem chalk. I wish, everyone's trying to be cute, and, this is the year that Denver wins the West, or the Chargers win the West, and it's like, no, guys, it's not. Like, who did the Chiefs lose?
Yeah.
Right? Like, Kelsey's older, but whatever. When they need him, if he really catches 4 balls a game, they're all going to be for first downs. They're going to move the chains. Their line got better. If the Simmons kid is legit as everyone said. Their line's going to be better. Their defense, I don't think they've lost anybody. Yeah. Checo's back. Eventually they'll get Rice.
Yeah. Hollywood Brown is back full time.
Yeah. They're going to be just fine. We're in that stage now where you just don't pick against them until you actually see them lose. You're just trying to outthink yourself. Yeah, Denver's going to be a nice team. They're going to be better. The Chargers are going to be nice. They're going to be better, but they're not winning the division. Stop.
Yeah. Absolutely. And for the wild cards, I have both those. I think it's we talked about this last podcast, but I wish even the Raiders were in a different division so they could have a shot. Because they'll be fun. Good defense, great coach.
Scrappy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they'll be scrappy.
So Broncos, Chargers, I have the wild card, and then who's my next one? Oh, we might be chalk here too. I don't know where you're going, but I'm going with the Patriots. I've drank your Kool-Aid.
Ooh, yes. I have to take them. Yeah. I think sadly, there might be too much hype. I think there might be too much of the turnaround. Our O-line still sucks. Like, it's better, but like right guard, we're fine. Left tackle, we're fine. Right tackle, we're fine. Our center's garbage. You guys cut him last year, Bradbury. He's no good. He's not blocking anybody big, and we don't know who's playing left guard. So it's gonna be another rookie, Wilson. If he plays all right, then maybe it'll be improved. But having Mac D back will be nice, and he'll make life a little bit easier on Drake, which is good. So I'm hoping they get into a wild card spot, but it's gonna be tough because you got to think we're not just gonna have one team out of the North, right? So if you're taking two out of the West, and you're taking the Patriots, you're saying no one else is making it from the North, like Pittsburgh, Cincy, stuff. But I'm gonna, I'm gonna buck the trend, and I'm gonna say Denver is not gonna make it.
Okay.
Everybody is talking Denver. Everybody is talking, and their defense is gonna be awesome. I need to see it again from Knicks, personally. And I hope I'm wrong because I like, they're going to be a fun watch, but you got to buck the trend somewhere. Can't all just pick the same 3 wildcard teams. So, and how I feel about Herbert, so I got to take the Chargers. But losing their left tackle did not make me happy.
No. Yeah, I feel like they went from not legit Super Bowl contenders to, they'll make the playoffs and make some noise kind of thing.
Yeah. I think the thing, you know what? I'm going to backtrack. I'm going to say the Chargers out. Broncos in.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No.
I like it.
Yeah. I love Burrow. Obviously, like, he's awesome. Burrow to Chase, Higgins, but they have their line sucks, and they have nobody on defense. They got one player on defense that's any good. Like, you just can't. It's not. Unless you're going to score 50 every game, you're not going to win 12 games.
No, absolutely.
Or 10 games even. Like, you got to win 10, right? Maybe 9 gets you in, but you got to plan to win 10 to get in the playoffs. How do you do that if you don't have an offensive line or a defense? I don't understand.
Yeah, I feel like I'm like some karma picks, like the Cowboys karma, which they're not going to be good anyways, but the Bengals, like, you just can't do this shit with defensive players and like their first overall draft pick, round draft pick, sorry. And you just don't deserve to win if you're doing this nonsense.
No. All right, so if I have to lock down my 3, then I've been going back and forth. You're right. Denver's defense is going to be too good. Patriots and Chargers just because of Herbert, but their defense I don't think is that good, is it? Like the other Bosa is gone, and I don't know who the hell they have on defense. Derwin James is really good, but he's getting older. So I trust Harbaugh. Trust Harbaugh to get it done. So we'll go with them. So it sounds like we got pretty much the same AFC, which means that only 3 of those teams are going to make it. So that's us.
Which, I think we talked about the Steelers could crash the party. The Bengals could be superhuman somehow. Maybe the Raiders. Aside from that, aside from that, definitely the AFC drops off hard after that. Then we're talking Jets, Dolphins, not good stuff. Jags.
Yeah.
All right. Who'd be your Super Bowl? Who's in it?
God, it's so chalky. I know. It's probably going to be Philly and Kansas City. I just, you know what? I'm going to say one of them's getting over the hump this year. I don't know if it's going to be Lamar or Josh. One of them's going to get over the hump. And the key is always the seedings, right? In that thing, right?
Yeah.
The number 1 seed is key because that semifinal game, it's going to be the Chiefs, Bills, and Ravens. So whichever one's not playing one of the other 3 is in such a better spot. So, can the Chiefs win 15 again? No. Can they lose enough for one of those other 2 teams to get the number 1 seed? I don't know, man. It's tough. I picked last night in that draft. I had the 8th pick.
I saw that.
I took Lamar just because I think he's going to be scorched earth this year. And so as much as I want to say Bills, that's it going. You know what? I think Lamar is going to go bananas this year. And some weird things aren't going to happen to him. So I'm going to say that the Ravens and the Eagles in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and it scares me because you've never been a big buy-in into the Lamar at the start of his career. Then you kind of circled around. And now that you're fully in, now I'm scared he's gonna get really injured this year, and you're gonna hate him.
Whoa!
You're gonna be cursing him for losing your fantasy season, and just be back.
I don't care about that league anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But
you already hate the Ravens,
I figured I'd take a shot.
Yeah, I'm with you. It's impossible, right? It's a coin flip between who you can take out of those top three, and
it really is.
And then the Eagles just look so dominant.
I don't see how we can go against the Eagles.
Yeah, I don't want to, but to be different.
Chiefs, Bucks. Did you just say?
Just to make it different. Yeah,
I like it. I like it. I mean, I guess the one thing you could say is if Michael Parsons, I'm not going to be Jerry. Michael Parsons goes nuts in the playoffs, then maybe the Packers can make a run and they could maybe beat the Eagles. But I like what you did there. All right, I'm going to do the same.
Okay.
I'm going to go Packers, Ravens.
Okay.
And we both know that the Eagles are going to be there, but we're going to just, we can do some creative editing and then just go back and show that, hey, neither one of us picked the Eagles to be in the Super Bowl, and here they are not playing.
Exactly.
But, yeah.
And I think on the Green Bay side, this is the only term I can comment and dates us, but like the moxie, like I know Baker has that moxie where he doesn't care, he's going to go gunsling.
Yeah.
His other does Jordan Love have it? He just seems so kind of boring and structured.
Seems very chill. Yeah.
Yeah, which is maybe
chill.
good. Who the fuck am I to say anything about him? But I want to see some sort of I can take over this game, like I think Baker can. Like Matt Stafford can, any of the top guys can. Yeah,
it's at some point in the playoff game. Yeah, you just need to be that cocksucker that just says, "Okay, we're just going to go make this happen."
Yeah,
damn it.
So
you're right,
and that's why I think JJ McCarthy. I think that's why I like him. I think he's a winner. He can stay within the offense, just like Sam Darnold did. And then when we actually need him, I think he can. I have to cross my fingers. I hope he's a winner. I think he's a winner. So which I don't know if Jordan Love. He has all the tools. Well, I guess we'll see. It just takes one playoff game to change everyone's mind, right?
Yeah, for sure. Oh, that's not good. Battery on the computer's dying.
Uh-oh.
All right. Yeah.
Well, who are the worst teams in the league? Like, I've got
Saints.
New Orleans. Yes, New Orleans last.
Yeah.
Browns second last.
Yeah.
Panthers third. Colts fifth.
Colts fifth. Who's fourth?
Fifth, like, worst.
Oh,
Panthers.
okay.
Oh, one, two.
You skipped one there.
Colts fourth. Yeah. And then I guess Cowboys or Titans. Are the Cowboys a top 5 worst team in the league?
No.
Okay.
I think with the weapons there, I think Dak's going to just put up some insane numbers.
It's insane.
Can I say? Yeah, go.
On the Cowboys, I thought that they're like the Asian Thai market version of the Bengals, which people have kind of said this, but it's just like you can get some Pumas because they're not like the Bengals aren't Nikes, they're not Adidas, they're just like kind of shitty Pumas, and that's what the Bengals are. And then if you go to Thailand, you get some really just fucking loud, obnoxious store clerk. Pumas, I give you a good price. Yeah, you get them knock off, cheap. They fall apart. That's the Dallas Cowboys. They're the Thai market version of the Bengals. And Jerry Jones is the loud fucking store clerk who trying to get you to come buy more things.
I love it. That is fantastic. As much as I know you're proud and so happy about that one, I got a top 5 team that's going to make you equally as happy.
Ooh,
the Miami Dolphins.
Yes.
Top 5 bottom teams.
I like it.
Yes. Yes.
I don't know what
they suck.
They do suck. I wonder I think they will suck, but I think because I was so hard against them last year and against the Bears last year.
Yeah.
And now I think that they actually might, because the Dolphins were favored to win 11 games, or people had them in the playoffs, and people had them doing this in the top offense. So now I think they're actually just where they should be, is just lower half, maybe not the worst like you have them, but still not.
They got some good pass rushers, right? And obviously their offense is going to catch some people off guard that haven't seen it and do their thing. But all it's going to take is Tua's going to miss a couple games, or Hill's going to he's going to get tired of running away from baby mamas, or anything like that. Like the running backs not always healthy. Yeah.
he'll do something crazy like get arrested before a game or
that's
whatever.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, now that Calais isn't there, you don't have to cheer for them anymore. So this is
Yay!
great. We can really pile on.
Thank
Top
you,
5
Blaze.
bottom teams, Miami Dolphins. Boom, write it down.
Absolutely. All right. Well, you got battery dying. I think that's pretty much all I had.
Oh yeah,
Fantasy.
Looks like I got a couple more minutes.
Yeah. 10 and 12. Oh, fantasy. 10 and 12 team leagues need to go away. If you can pick up league winners on the waiver wire, stop. Like, get more friends.
Exactly.
Whatever it is. 14 is borderline dumb, but it's okay. But a 10, 12 team league, stop it.
16, let's go. And drafts are stupid too. Bill Simmons always nails this. It's like, let's get out of the kiddie pool, do an auction, do it the right way.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you pricks last night. Like, you couldn't wait. Like, I had some technical difficulties. I needed like a couple more minutes, and you guys were like, no, we're starting. I'm like, fuck, all right. I don't even know who's on my team.
I stalled.
Yeah. I didn't even know who I got. I did like my first 4 picks or 5 picks, and then I just turned it off. So I auto drafted the rest. I have no idea. It's guillotine, so I mean, hopefully I can get through the first couple weeks and then just buy guys.
Yeah,
Lamar.
You got the Red Lamar. He's got a late bye week too, right? Or is it early?
I don't know. Didn't even look at that.
Yeah,
I don't really look. I'm like, who's going to get me through the first 3 weeks, and then we'll figure it out. Just don't be last, right? You don't be the first guy out of the guillotine league.
No. Which I think there's a real. I was looking at the numbers and the teams. I hate to say it. I never like to say someone will be out because then that means you're going to be out and then you can be laughed at. Yeah. But I think Benz is not looking good. He might go 3
again.
Yeah, he does not.
Dude, if he goes 2 out of 3 years, be the first guy of the guillotine league, that is going to make my day. That is going to be awesome. Oh, it'd be so good.
You just picked a lot of guys that are on my red flags, and maybe not. It might be down the road, like Puka. I just think he's going to be injured. He also is losing some target share.
Yeah,
I like him, but he wasn't going to be my first round pick. Like that, he just did some stuff like that where I was like,
yeah.
Which what the fuck do I know? But Finn's it's not looking good.
I can't wait. Please, let that happen, please.
Oh, he picked A-Chain. I think he went Puka first and A-Chain second, where A-Chain is nothing without. If Tua's hurt, A-Chain goes from like top 5 running back to 30th. Yeah. And he's hurt himself. So
yeah. Oh God, please let this happen. I love Vince. I love him, but 2 out of 3 years in guillotine would be too much to be the first guy gone.
Yeah. All right. Well,
what else you have? And then are you logging in Saturday for the big one for the auction? Are you going to be on the phone with Peds?
I don't know if I'll get in there, but Peds, me and Peds have some good.
You guys got a plan?
We have a plan.
Yeah.
You'll probably clue into it. You'll be the first to clue into it, but maybe keep it under your hat.
No, I'll be the first one getting him drunk on the golf course so that he just completely forgets about your plan, and then you just look at this at the end of it and go, what in the hell happened to my team? I can't wait.
I'm glad you said that because you'll like that I've got this covered. So you'll see. I'm one step ahead of you getting him drunk.
Well, we'll see about that. Now
it's almost
bringing it to.
It's almost dummy proof, almost.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Yeah,
challenge accepted. This dummy is on the case.
Unpopular opinion: bone marrow. Have you ever had it? It fucking sucks. People need stuff.
Sucks. It's disgusting.
Oh, I hate it. I guess it's like the meat version of caviar, which I don't like caviar, but it's just people want to pretend it's good, and you put it on toast or you make it right with butter. No, enough of bone marrow. Sorry, that was another takeout I wanted to throw in there before we ended. But Blaze froze on me. Battery died. That's the end of the podcast. Fraser LeBay podcast. We will see you next week. We didn't do our over-unders. No. All right. Well, we'll do weekly picks next week. And see you guys later. FanEverland.com, Fraser LeBay podcast. See you guys later.